Okay, I want to show a system right now to where I'm going to install a golden retriever. I went up on a base tie here, and this is a big tree, and I want to have a rescue line. So I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone here. So I don't want to set up a canopy base here. I just want to do just a golden retriever. So I'm going to take off. I got this Fimble saver. It's the larger one of the two, and it's actually the long length. And I'm gonna go over this way to where my small ring faces my base tie. And I brought up with me a pre-tied system here, or it has my runner on it. So that way I can stay on rope here, and I'll run this through. One of the downfalls of this a lot of times, if you don't have a second rope, you got to pull all this through and all the way to the ground, but this kind of eliminates that. So I'll just put in my stopper knot here. Sorry, I'm having these gloves. It's really cold today. We were planning to do this yesterday, and I guess I didn't look at the forecast. So okay, there we go. I got that there. And I got this little clip here, and it keeps it from back feeding. So try just to set that well. Use this one here. And I'll just go through here. I also like to go around them. So now I got this little bit of tail. And so I'm going to clip into my system here before I come out of this other one. So I got that all set. So I can take the lanyard, lower into it. And that's always a good practice too, is to use your lanyard to lower into your system. So you make sure you pull the slack out. So okay, now I want this to be a working SRT line still. So what I'll do, put my lanyard in here real quick. Okay, now I can come out of this wrench. And I'm just going to leave this on here, and I'll tie this directly to this. But I'm leaving enough slack where it doesn't any way double the load if the rescue line was to be used. So I got a little slack here. So now this is still a working rescue line. Someone could come up it, but then once I hit the ground, this line here will be used to pull my system down for retrieval. So that's an easy way to have a rescue line incorporated and move over to this, and I didn't have to pull all that rope up. And there's some other, you can even transfer this over to here. And just another way you can do this is if you didn't have two systems, and not everybody does, you could take this literally off the rope, and you could just tie a stopper knot or something right here and tie it directly to there. So that would work the same way. And something I've even done in the past is I will tie the rings directly to here. And I just want to make sure I tied a little higher, but then I would just need a retrieval line here on this side all the way down. But then I wouldn't even need a retrieval ball to remove the rings. It's attached here, so when I hit the ground, I would just pull this rope out and my rings would come down with my base tie. So these are just some different systems to incorporate better retrieval, faster moving into work mode, and always having that rescue line available. And you don't have to necessarily use a base tie here. You could even choke it off with an alpine butterfly, like where you have two legs, like a Texas tug without the pulley, and you could just attach this to that too and retrieve that way. So these are just some different ideas to always have a rescue line available.